Good morning, MTFR fam. You all voted and the results are in. The border along the bottom of the tank won, and today we're going to build it. Here's the problem. If you missed last week's episode, we just dropped this 200-gallon beast from MacBid into the warehouse. She's gorgeous, but the bottom is not finished. The community decided the border was the best move, and honestly, I agree. Here's the plan. We had 3 ideas that we had come up with and wanted the community to vote on what they thought would be the best fix possible. Either we build a frame around the tank, or we build a border around the bottom of the tank, and last but not least, we build some straps around the tank. And ultimately, you guys voted with a total of 12 votes, not much, but enough to tell me which direction. And I agree, let's do the border. Okay, let's talk budget and materials real quick, because this was probably the simplest, cheapest fix I've ever done on any of my fish tanks. We have 4 2x4x8s, which were $3.35 a piece. So, I don't know, do the math. Then we had found 1 gallon of paint at the Oops section at Home Depot, and that only cost us $10. And they actually had a color that we really liked, so this is what we got. And then a box of screws roughly would be $10 maybe. And I'm just using screws that I have all over my house. Well, I was going to start building, but it started raining again. So, see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, it's the next day. The weather has improved like this much. We're gonna hold out for a minute, see if it clears up, then we'll get that thing built. We'll buy them. We're grabbing our measurements real quick outside, so that way we could just come into the garage and build it in the garage, hopefully. But the garage definitely needs to be cleaned out. It's full of clutter. My ATV is in there, all of our woodworking stuff is in there, so we gotta make room, get a table put out, so that way we can get to building this border. God, I can't think or speak. Terrible at this. Oh, it is a mess in my garage, I will admit. I just cleaned it not too long ago, too. Okay, about to just dust my 4-wheeler with sawdust, but that's okay. Okay, everything is buried. Okay, we got set up. Let's make our cuts real quick, and then see how bad we messed up. All right, 2 things. The rain kind of sucks because I lost my cameraman because she got too cold. Second thing is I'm no carpenter, so I'm cheating and using this little right angle tool that holds the 2 boards together to keep the angle correct, so that way it's not all cattywampus. But what we're gonna be doing is just installing a couple deck screws to hold this frame together, and we'll be putting a couple pilot holes in there just because I need a battery. I don't want the 2x4s to split. I gotta be honest, I think that drill bit's just a hair too big. Let me grab a smaller one. Where are my bits? I have drill bits somewhere, I swear. Shoot, I had drill bits somewhere at some time. Bam. All right, found some smaller ones. Let's go with a 1/8 inch bit for our pilot. So we'll be using a 1/8 inch bit to pilot our holes, and we're just gonna be putting a couple holes. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I am. I had to remember which way I put it, but we'll just do 2 holes. Whoops, I ran into the fixture thingy. My bad. All right. Swapping batteries because I'm too lazy to charge them ever, but I got a couple on the charger right now, actually. It's just, they're not there yet. Oh, I keep going to the wrong side of the wood. That would help. Oh, and just like that, we lost another battery. Ah, that kind of sucks. All right, that'll take the wind right out of your sails. Kids rolling around on their toys. Now, whoops, hit the house. Let's get this other one lined up and ready to rock and roll. Oh, there's a piece of plastic underneath this side. That's pretty flush. We're gonna call that good. Battery, shoot. Don't think I have any other way to do this. This battery's been charging for a whopping 10 seconds. Swap it out and see if it'll last any longer than this one. Wrong thing. Hopefully get a little juice out of this guy. Oh, that don't seem right. Hold on, there we go. Hold it out a little bit. Might be a little bit of a twist in there. All right, well, the battery's gonna last us a couple holes. We might just have to swap a battery out every few seconds, but that's fine. Takes what it takes. All right, one side to go. And think about flipping this guy over. Wow, look how smooth that went. That'll never happen. Let's carry on. Just start on this side again. Oh, I thought I forgot to hit record again, guys, and I was like, oh, that sucks. But I didn't, so we're good. Now this little joiner thingerino here actually works pretty good. We'll find out how square it is here in a second. But we'll be adding corners to it to help it out, so should be okay. We'll find out. Battery swapping Olympics, buddy. Oh, I messed that up. Hold on, that's better. Sagged on me a little bit. This ain't the 90s, can't be sagging. Comment down below if anybody remembers Jinkos or Levi pipes. Those were the crazy big pants when I was a kid growing up. Super duper popular. All right, we got a bit of a gap issue along the bottom. And I don't know where any of my stuff is at. I have a big old clamp. I'm gonna have to get creative for this one, guys. Neighborhood kids out for a rip. Wish I could go join them. What was I doing? I got distracted. Oh, I need to close that gap. Where's all my stuff? I feel like my wife was in my garage recently and it looks a little different. This is crazy though. There's no way I don't have some capable clamps. So, I found these when I moved into the place, and I don't think this is even gonna be long enough to help us out. I would have to get a longer piece of pipe, which I don't have. So that clamp's out of the question. Need another clamp. What else could we use? Heck, we could just use our body weight. Sure, we could. Oh, we just suck that bad boy in by hand. Let's go. Nailed it. Let's see. You guys can't see nothing. All you can hear is my little neighbor buddy over there hauling butt. See how square we are. We're at, call it 71 3/4. And, oh, that's not good. Say 71 1/4 compared to 71 1/2. So we're like a 1/4 inch off. That's not terrible. That's probably, oh, that's tweakable. So, we need to go test fit it. See if it's actually gonna fit or if we made it too short. Whew. Okay, so in theory, if it fits over the outside, then you would think that it would fit, right? So the top is fully framed in, the bottom isn't, it's a little flexible, so no matter what, it's gonna fit. Let's just take a quick look and see how well or how far off we are from the top of the frame. All right, so you guys can see it's super tight around the frame along the top, which is perfect because we want it to match. So that way our legs are basically staying at a 90-degree angle. This one is a little bent, I think, from the strap. So we'll see if it bows out once we got some water in it or what's gonna happen. I wanna take a second really fast and give a shout out to a few folks specifically on this video. Don't have any sponsors, but each and every one of you guys who watch my channel is basically my sponsors, right? That's how I'm growing. That's how I'm getting to your guys' live feed, stuff like that. So I really want to give a shout out to Dutch Resistance. He dropped a comment on the first episode of this video, part 1, and suggested we put either a plywood piece of paneling underneath it or some carpet tiling. So big shout out to him. Who else? Oh, the Old Man Shed. Huge shout out to you, man. Thank you very much for dropping comments and letting me know what you think. Shindenzu, thank you very much for dropping a comment. SD Boril 9231 Anthony Thomas 3839, Nomix 415, and I think that's it for today's video. But to you guys watching, dropping comments, engaging with the channel, thank you guys so much. I super appreciate it. And just want to give a shout out to those individuals who commented on the last video. Maybe this will become a reoccurring habit that I do in the videos. But yeah, shout out to each and every one of you guys. We finally got our monetization paperwork back. We got entered, or we got submitted, accepted, I don't know what you call it, to the YouTube partnership program. So it's super exciting for us. So just want to say thank you guys very much. Come on, push it down. No. All right, you hold this side. And I'll give it a tap. Hold that piece of wood. I don't want that thing to fall on that drain down there. So. No! Oh, that is super tight. We may have made it so tight. Oh, no, 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 no. And I think a part of it is this hose, though. Let me get this out of here real fast. Just stick that in there for now. It doesn't fall out. Okay. There we go. For some reason it's super tight on this side. Can you lift up that corner? It's a hair short. Okay. Lift it up. Set it down. Just down, down, down. Let go. Let go. Woo! Okay, that didn't work. We're going to have to put it in from the bottom. There goes nothing.
I tried to.
Okay. Oh, it's because it's so full of water still. I gotta get all that water to this side. So then I can push this guy. What am I hung up on? Am I seriously hung up on your foot?
Oh. Feel that we're out over here. With these two.
It's alright. Oh yeah, get it. What?
They're just out of the wood.
Oh yeah, put them inside the wood. Okay, we need to get this hose out of here. Because that's just making everything look like it's leaking. You get the hose, I'll get the leak. Now whether or not we can close the door, we'll find out shortly when we move it. So we're gonna have to position this thing somewhere. Whoops. Where the door can still open and close. Oops. I don't want it to run over any of my cords. Okay, well, just goes to show how straight our wall is not. Can't close the door. Still can't close the door. That means we're gonna be very, very, very close We're very close to that tank. I don't know how much I like that. Let's finish setting it up. Let's get it full of water. And then we'll see if we like it. If we don't, well, good thing I built it and I can always rearrange it. Just more content for you guys when I screw something up. Woo! Okay. Oh, we're like this close. God, this tiny room. So tiny. Okay. That's probably gonna be about the best we can do. We still gotta have access to our drain here. Which now is gonna stay at least level like it's supposed to. We gotta pull all this back though, inside to help the tank settle correctly. Okay, it's pretty good. I'm gonna flatten it out as much as we can and just get out them wrinkles. Which looks like we gotta go a little bit this way. So we can pull it this way. Let's go up. Let's do that. And just like that. Oh, we have our border. Wasn't the easiest thing, but it will make a huge difference in our ability to maintain this room. And two things about that. When it's wet like it is right now, the wood's gonna swell. So, probably gonna have to knock down that corner. We'll just hit it with a sander or something real fast. So, on to the next thing. All right, so we went ahead and removed the border. Somebody got a new toy recently. And let's give it a nice little edge. We'll round off the edge with a router. So, I'm gonna grab our router and a 3/8 bit and put a little round edge on it. Let's do that real fast before we paint it or sand it to make it look a little nicer. Router looks good. Edge looks good. See a nice little rounded curve there. And I'm not gonna bring that curve all the way down to the sides. I think it looks nice with sharp edges coming down. So let's sand it down so we can get it painted. You guys are. All right, now that we're absolutely covered in sawdust, this thing's sanded down, looking nice, ready for some either paint or some stain. Not sure, probably gonna go with paint, just because it's gonna be on the floor, and in case there is a really good spill, this thing will be 100% waterproof, so let's get on to the next step. Okay, so we got a couple of paint brushes and a bucket of paint. We're gonna go ahead and use the paint that we got from the Oops section at Home Depot. I wanna make sure it's stirred up pretty good, which I'm sure it's fine, but it can't hurt to shake it up a little. You know what I mean? I don't know any funny shake it up reference. I'm sure there's one out there though. There's our color. And let's paint the bottom first, get that nice and coated, get that nice and dry before we flip it over so we can paint the top. Hoping it doesn't rain on me. My garage is full of junk. Now if you want to do something like this and you don't have a router, you don't need one necessarily. I did that just to make my life a little easier. You could totally just sand in a round over edge, you know what I mean? Then you can just exaggerate it however much you want. Another cool thing I thought about doing that would have been neat is if we would have carved into it. Maybe if we would have used 2x6s, made it kind of like driftwood at the bottom, which maybe that's an option in the future. I'm no artist, but I'm always down to try something new. Just filming, what are you doing? Just gonna quietly sneak into the mud over there or what? Like I can't see you? Huh? Just finding stuff in the mud. So you're not in the mud, you're just finding stuff in the mud. You're finding stuff in the mud if you ain't in the mud. I don't know, whenever it's warm enough, too cold to be rolling around in the mud, bro. Weeds are actual things. You want to pull some weeds out of the backyard? Oh, that's tomorrow's project. All right. Sheesh Louise. $10, you can't go wrong with a gallon of paint. It's drying almost like a chalk. Looks nice. Crashing. Oh, can't crawl out. All right, now that the paint is dry, I wanted to show you guys one more thing because somebody had suggested I do this in the last video. So I didn't get a carpet tile, but I got a rug mat. So it's got a rubber bottom and it's carpet on top, and it is big enough to cover the whole entire tank. So let's put everything together, see what it looks like. Literally, here goes nothing. All right, guys, here's what it looked like before. And here's where we're at now. Well, we've made it this far, so what do you guys think? Turtle pond, fish pond, what should we do with this? Should we do HOB, custom DIY filtration system like we did on the 900-gallon tank? Throw me some options down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And if you're new here and you want to see that tank come to life, hit that subscribe button and join our journey on creating fish room shenanigans on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.